Welcome to Peace is the New Power. I'm Cornelia, and today we're redefining what it truly means to be soft. Because somewhere along the way, society told women that being soft meant being powerless, that being kind meant being naive, that peace meant we were passive. But let me tell you something. Softness is not weakness. It's one of the most powerful forces you can ever carry. We were raised in a world that applauded toughness. Put on a brave face, don't cry, be strong. But the truth is, we were often being told to shut down, not to be strong, just to be silent. So we learned to armor up, and we did it well. We became the fixers, the fighters, the do-it-all women. We wore resilience like a badge, and yes, it got us through a lot. But it also cost us our softness, our ease, our joy, our feminine flow. We started to believe that in order to survive, we had to harden. But survival mode isn't living, it's just coping. And too many of us have been coping for too long. Softness isn't something you lose with age. It's something you reclaim when you're finally safe enough to breathe again. It looks like saying no without guilt, taking naps without explaining, speaking slower because you're done rushing, not reacting, just observing, letting yourself feel without shame. When you choose softness, you're saying, I trust myself now. I don't need to fight to prove I'm strong. My peace is my proof. Softness is truth without aggression. It's boundaries without the burn. It's loving yourself without needing anyone else's permission. There's a shift happening. Women all over the world, especially those over 40, are walking away from the noise, the pressure, the grind. They're not bitter. They're not loud. They're not demanding attention. They're simply choosing themselves. And you can feel it in their tone, in their calm presence, in their peace that no one can shake. This is the rise of the peaceful woman. And her power isn't explosive. It's steady, unshakable, rooted. In the next part of this series, we'll go deeper into what living softly actually looks like in real life. Not just the cute aesthetic of peace, but the hard-earned, soul-deep decision to live differently. Because once you reclaim your softness, you stop surviving and you start soaring. If this message speaks to your spirit, go ahead and follow, subscribe, and share this video with another woman who's ready to live in her peace. What soft living really looks like. We talked about the myth of softness and how so many of us learn to harden just to survive. Today, we're exploring what soft living really looks like, beyond the trending aesthetic. Because true softness isn't just candles and cozy robes. It's a mindset, a daily choice, a healing lifestyle. You don't have to slam doors to close them. You don't have to curse someone out to walk away. Soft living means knowing your worth so deeply that you no longer explain why you protect your peace. Softness is declining invitations with love, not guilt. Releasing people without resentment. Saying, I'm not available for that energy, and meaning it. Smiling from your soul, not from your survival mask. Soft women aren't weak. They're wise. They know when to engage and when to let go. Peace doesn't just happen. It's cultivated. Here are a few powerful soft life rituals you can begin today. 1. Morning silence before the scroll. Just you, your breath, and the sunrise. 2. Gentle stretching or yoga. Not to lose weight, but to reconnect. 3. Affirmations spoken out loud like, I don't chase peace, I create it. 4. Creating calm spaces at home, even if it's just one clean corner with a candle. 5. Releasing urgency. Nothing is so important it should cost your sanity. Soft living invites you to live intentionally, not reactively. It tells the nervous system, you're safe now. Softness is your feminine superpower, and not the version they sell you in ads. I'm talking about the divine feminine that holds space, listens to intuition, and doesn't rush. It looks like letting others care for you without guilt, speaking from your heart, not from fear, trusting divine timing, being magnetic instead of forceful. The peaceful woman doesn't scream for attention, she attracts it. Her softness is her signal, her calm is her magnet, and her rest, that's her revolution. You don't have to perform peace, you get to live it. And you don't have to explain softness to people who are still addicted to chaos. We'll close out this series by talking about how to stay soft in a hard world. Because choosing peace is one thing, protecting it, that's next level power. If this spoke to your soul, leave a comment, hit that heart or like button. Staying soft in a hard world. We've explored how society taught us to harden and what soft living really looks like. Now it's time to talk about something deeper. How do you stay soft when the world still tries to harden you? Because life will test your peace and your softness. It's not about avoiding the storm. It's about learning how to stay calm in the middle of it. Staying soft doesn't mean staying exposed. It means knowing how to guard your spirit without closing your heart. Here's what emotional protection looks like. Choosing who gets access to you. Not everyone deserves your softness. Not explaining your boundaries over and over. Allowing people to misunderstand you without correcting them. Having sacred routines that center you when the world pulls at you. This world can be chaotic, but your peace, that's your anchor. And every time you come back to yourself, you're reminding the world, you can't shake what's rooted. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is pause. You don't always need to respond, engage, fix, or react. Staying soft looks like logging off when the noise gets loud, turning down conversations that feel like battles, choosing silence instead of trying to be understood, giving yourself permission to retreat and reset. Remember, you are not lazy, selfish, or cold for prioritizing your peace. You are wise. Softness doesn't mean staying in toxic spaces with a smile. It means leaving in peace without carrying the chaos with you. The peaceful woman is not weak. She's just no longer interested in surviving on tension and trauma. She's rewriting her entire life script. She doesn't yell. She commands the room with presence. She doesn't compete. She radiates her own lane. She doesn't beg for love. She attracts what matches her peace. That's the power of a woman who has done the work. The woman who chose healing over hiding, stillness over striving, intention over impulse. If you take anything from this series, let it be this. Softness is not the opposite of strength. It's what happens after you've been strong for too long. It's the return to your divine self, the woman you were before the world told you to shrink. So keep protecting your peace. Keep choosing rest, ease, grace, and joy. Because peace is the new power, and you are living proof. If this series has touched your heart, I would love for you to subscribe, share it with a sister, or leave a message below.